So I am out here today at the Hooper Road Park. We've got a pretty decent bike trail out here. It starts off with this, I don't know, maybe quarter-mile walk along this field. Get you a shot of what I'm looking at. So I just passed trail marker 3, and so far tread's pretty good. Track's pretty wide, as you can see behind me. You know, it's pretty buggy, pretty wet. I'd imagine this stays pretty wet most of the time. Last one I saw was marker 3, and then came upon this. Looks like it's been here for a while, so I don't know if mountain bikers are just bypassing this part of the trail or what. Shortly after that first blowdown blocking the trail, we come to another one. So I'm starting to wonder if maybe they haven't bypassed the trail around all this stuff, but I didn't see any other shortcut trails. Okay, so I just passed up marker number 4. So unfortunately, that was the actual trail. I'm really surprised. BREC is normally on top of these trails doing maintenance. For the most part, the rest of the trail's in pretty decent shape. It's not a big deal for hikers. We're used to that, but if you're coming out here trying to mountain bike, it's going to be impossible. Came to marker number 5. If you want to just go ahead and head back to the parking lot, you're going to take the left. Continue on to the right. I'm having serious thoughts about heading back to the parking lot, but I don't want to bail. I don't want to bail on this, but it's rough. I mean, these mosquitoes are unbelievable. I mean, as soon as you stop walking, they are just all over you, and it's a whole bunch of spider webs like that too. I mean, this is really nice though out here. This is a really nice piece of property. Starting to get a good look at the Cypress Bayou Canal. There's also a small lake on this trail, so you get a little bit of views of water. Spider webs. It's hard shooting with this stick pick, because that's normally what I use to sweep the trail in front of me for spider webs. Number 7. After that, you come to this split here. You can go that way. It's a little difficult. This way is most difficult. I don't know, I think I'm gonna go this way. Kind of over this trail. Maybe it's more popular in the winter time. Certainly nobody's used this for a while, so that could be possible. Okay, so here's the situation. After passing 7, see this sign right here telling me to go off to the left. You stay on this, and then it comes to this is how we came in. You can see the sign right up there. It says wrong way. And if you take this little access here, it just takes you back to 4. I saw on the map, if I go back to 4, there's a bypass trail that goes straight to 9. So I'm gonna get back to that. Try to salvage this hike. So it brings you out to this. Now, this right here, this is 4. And this looks like a private property sign. Access, the trail does continue on this way, but there's a private property sign right here, or what looks like it is. I don't know if it is anymore. I don't know if they've got some kind of easement, but there's no other signage, so it's really not clear. I ended up taking that access where the looks like a private property sign that's all beat up. Apparently that's the bypass to get to number 9. So I don't know if it's private property, you know, stay on trail, one of those kind of signs, but it's all beat up. You can barely read it. So, but I made it down to the canal, and it looks like there is a footbridge right over there on the other side of that tree, and that goes to 8, and that little loop on the other side of this canal. I'm just going to bypass that and just continue on. I took the bypass trail to number 9, and then it drops down to the canal, and then you see the footbridge to your left. But what you don't see is there's a sign a little bit further down that says to go this way to stay along the canal. But you don't see the trail. That's the problem. There's a tree that's down. The trail's been washed out, I guess due to flooding and overgrowth. Now I see a trail. I mean, this is wild. If you want a rugged, wild experience in Baton Rouge, this is the trail for you. So from marker 11, I just passed 13. It's a lot more manageable. Trail's a lot more open. Not as many bypass trails, so it's easier to follow. I really think this is more apt for a hiking trail than a bike trail. Oh, hello. So you never know who you're gonna meet out here on the trail, huh? Yeah. Not sure where he came from. Doesn't have a tag. I don't know. Figure it out when I get back to the trailhead. He seems really sweet. Definitely somebody's. He's got the collar. Passed up trail marker 15 a little while ago. I think I'm gonna give old boy back here a little break and just take the bypass at 16 that goes back to trail marker 2, and then get us back to the trailhead quickly, because there's still another 4 markers after this, so it seems, I don't know, it's hard to judge, maybe another mile or 2. So I want to see if I can get this little guy some help back here. He's still following me. Okay, so this is day 2 of my Hooper Road Park trail hike. Yesterday, as you saw, I found a friend. I called him Buster, kind of looked like a Buster. And I tried to get back to the parking lot as soon as possible to call. We have a really good no-kill shelter here in Baton Rouge, Cause. But before I could actually call them, he took off. So, don't know what happened to him. So, I came back from the trailhead, came to trail marker number 3. I'm taking the bypass to number 16, and then I'm gonna finish the rest of the trail. So, Finally coming up to that lake that I saw on the map. Alright, so I came out to marker 19, the berm turn, and I really can't tell. The map isn't very, well, the map's not very good. It's an aerial photo and then they drew the line for the trail on it. So it's really dark, it's hard to see a lot of detail. It appears it goes over to the main building and over here by these tennis courts. That's the main building there and the tennis courts. That looks like it right there, maybe. Yep, so that was it. So just to the left of the tennis courts is the entrance to this last part of the trail. All right, so this is the trail. Yo! It's mainly overgrown with these thick briars. Just judging based on its location that's separate from the actual main trail, that this probably doesn't get a lot of use. Penny Lake. There was a really cool blue heron that just flew off as I came up. It ain't no joke out here. Whew, man. If you want a rough, unmaintained wild trail, which I like, this is a good trail for you. If you're looking for something a little bit more tame and laid back, I would avoid this trail. But you're not gonna be disappointed if you come out here. It's beautiful, a couple of big lakes. Yeah. Can't complain.